Hey guys, Yirby here bringing you another battle. This is against A Bug's Life. He sends out a fortress, I send out my Latias predicting his fortress. I go for the hidden power fire, bring him down to his sturdy one hit. Yes, predictions in your face. He sends out his stealth rocks, that's fine. I'm going to go straight for that side shot in case he switches, which he doesn't, but that does 6%, and that is enough. So that kills your fortress. What are you doing? He brings out his Yamega. An obvious protect / detect is obvious, so I switch out to my Blissey. He uses protect instead of detect. A little bit surprising, doesn't really matter. So I go for the toxic, poison him, just in case he decides to wreak some havoc on my team. He goes for the whirlwind, that's fine. Bring out my Jelly. At this point, I'm just going to try to outstall him with the toxic. He goes for the air slash towards 29%. I can recover that easily. Go for the nightshade, does 31%. Ha. Health is getting a bit low. Probably going to go for that recover. And I'm still not getting hacks. This is very nice on my... Oh my gosh. Very nice on my part. Not complaining, not complaining. So his speed continues to rise. He goes for another air slash. Doesn't really matter because I can go for another... Oh, my cursed body activates. Yes! I was so happy about that. It's really a real debate whether I should use hydration or... Cursed Body. I would like Cursed Body just because of the 1/3 chance, even, and I'm not really scared of water types at all. So anyway, he sends out to my Hacktress. I'm in perfect position. I go for the Earthquake because I know he's part rock, but it doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at his stats right now, and he has White Herb. That thing is a threat. So he goes for an X Scissor, almost kills. I go for another Earthquake, and he's easily going to be able to take me out. And there's really nothing I can do about it. So I have to let my Hacktress die. Sad face, sad face. I switch out to my Blissey. Gonna go for that counter psych. I'm gonna go for that toxic. Just in case he missed, just in case he went for another one. Just for that safe toxic. So I'm gonna go for a protect this turn. I was kind of surprised you didn't predict that and do something else because that was pretty darn obvious. But anyway, so his Crystal dies. That's fantastic. He goes to his Scissor. He's a little bit scared, but I'm going to go for that U-Jelly in case he goes for that super power, which he doesn't. He goes for the Sword Dancer. And I don't have my Imposter Ditto on this one, so that's not good. So he goes for another Swords Dance. I go for the Will-O-Wisp to cut him down, and I miss! No! Scissors. That's fine, because he goes Bug Bite, and that doesn't kill, so I can go for another Will-O-Wisp, and that does hit. Scary things. Scary things. So I know another Bug Bite isn't going to kill, so I can get off a recover, and I can just proceed to outstall him with my Jelly, because he is obviously Jelly of my Jelly. So he switches out, goes to his Garventula. I go for the cover, and then I switch the heck out, because that thing has Thunder, and I do not like Thunder, so I switch my Blissey to take the Thunder, and she takes it moderately well, except for the fact that she gets perched! No. So he goes for another Thunder, hoping that I get paralyzed or something, so I won't be able to recover, but I obviously can recover because I'm Blissey. He switches out, goes to his Volcarona. I go for that Toxic. So once again, another threat that is toxic that cannot live very long, especially with my Blissey. So he's probably going to Quiver Dance or something, I don't know. I switch out to my Latias as bait so he doesn't get up too many Quiver Dances, and I switch right back out to my Blissey. Ha 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 ha, psych. He goes straight for that Bug Buzz as predicted. Fantastic. He goes for the Fiery Dance at this point, probably trying to raise his special attack. That's fine, because I'm Blissey, and I can just go for straight to that Soft Boiled and heal all that delicious HP back, while his health is at 37%. Now, I have seen a few of these that run the Resto Chesto set. Rest and the Chesto Berry, obviously, so they can heal from effects, and they can get their HP back. But luckily, this one isn't running that. So, ha! Die from poison. What are you doing? So yeah, I heal back to 98%, so that's, fantastic for me. He switches out to his Scissor. I go back to my U-Jelly because this thing walls the heck out of Scissor. What are you going to do about it? He goes for the Swords Dance. I don't even care because that burn is just going to be racking way too much damage on that Scissor. He goes for the Bug Bite. I don't even care. I'm going to go for that Nightshade. Oh, and they got the Burst Coddy. Cursed Body Hacks. So he can't even do that. So he disables the wind up because he only has 3 Pokemon left and I have 5, and that Scissor's all but dead. So that is a good game of Bug's life. Hope to watch some of your movies sometime, and Yirby out. Hey guys, Yirby here, once again, facing some guy that has names that I cannot pronounce. So he brings out his Alexam, I bring out my Mr. Sandman and put you straight to sleep. And I'm like, ha, you picked a bad day to be asleep because I have my Cloyster. So I switch right up to my Cloyster, and I'm going to proceed to wreck his entire team. What are you doing? So I go for that Shell Smash, and he wakes up for his turn and goes for a Focus Blast and does it, and actually hits. Gets a critical hit, but it didn't matter at all. No whiny Luke here. Anyway, so I go for that Shell Smash, go straight for that Icicle Spear, hoping that he's not scarfed. I haven't really seen any that are scarfed, so not that big of a threat, but at the same time, I don't know, he might be weird. So he goes out to his Mudgrass, and obvious Bullet Punch is obvious. Switch out to my Blissey. He goes for the Bullet Punch, whatever. I go straight for the counter. Does 40%, but it does 100% to him. Sucker! And that is one dead Metagross. So he brings out to his Bronzong, and I'm like, and this thing just basically gets to set up all over me because I have to switch and explosions and ugh. So I can bring out to my U-Jelly, gonna burn him, proceed to burn and Nightshade because I really can't do anything. But I have to like watch him set up the walls, which makes me so mad. But whatever. I have the Nightshade, and I'm not really scared. I can wall whatever I need to make sure the walls don't stay there when they're actually absolutely necessary. So he explodes, and I'm Ghost, so what are you doing? He brings out his Espeon, goes for the Calm Mind. Not fun. But I do have the Nightshade. I almost hit Will-O-Wisp here. I almost did. I was like, nyeh. So he goes for the Shadow Ball, almost kills. He gets the Cursed Body Hacks. I go for the Nightshade. He's down to 18%, but he has Life Orb, so that's very, very good for me. He goes for the Psychic, does quite a decent chunk. You know, that's 20% on a Blissey. That's pretty good. Anyway, on my Blissey. So I go for the Soft Boil while he dies from Life Orb Recoil. He brings out this thing. I switch out, go to my U-Jelly. And I expect him to go straight for the Leaf Sword, but he actually goes for the Swords Dance, probably because he only has 2 Pokemon and I have 6. I go straight for the Recover, hoping that he doesn't kill me, and which he doesn't. He goes for Swords Dance, and at this point he realizes that he has only fighting moves or things that can't hurt me. So he forfeits. That is a 6-2, so that is a good game. KR, Korean. Hope to battle you again sometime. Hope you all have nice days. Yirby out. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.